Green, and I'm with the Nocturnal. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, are you in Nashville as well right now?
Sure, yeah. I'm in Nashville. I'm ready to go see some honky tonk and get some hot chicken, all of that good stuff.
That's awesome. With that being said, I just wanted to know why did you think UBS and Nashville is a great market to do this partnership with Rico Love?
Well, one, UBS is the world's leading wealth manager, and with that, we have some of the biggest names in sports and entertainment. Being the head of sports and entertainment, I mean, how could you not want to come to Nashville? It is a one of the world's biggest hubs of music. So for me, it was a no-brainer for us and UBS to come to Nashville. We have a presence here already, but wanted to make sure that we are letting the creatives in Nashville know that we understand who they are, we understand what makes them tick, and get beyond the X's and O's of just managing their wealth, but more importantly, getting in their lives, having relationships. And that's where Rico comes in, right? He's a world-renowned music writer, Grammy Award winning producer and writer, and he understands exactly what it takes to be successful in a space. But more importantly, having his passion of giving back to the industry that has given so much to him, um, became such a great place for us to have alignment. And so that's kind of how it came about. I saw what he was doing with this songcraft um, program that he has, and it was just a perfect fit for UBS and Rico to do this in Nashville.
Absolutely. I mean, you said that he's in a way is giving back. There's 20 people he's included in that mentorship. That's a lot of people, especially with his background of music that he's helping. You would think maybe like five, at least like 20 people is a lot of people. Why'd you guys
Yeah. I
pick?
mean, that's in one city, right? He's going across the country doing this. So, and in the studio, like we're in the studio now, like there's just not enough room. Like we have to cap it at 20, 21, people. But if he could, he would do it for, hundreds and hundreds of people. We just didn't have the capacity for it. But for this program, and to keep it intimate, we kept it, between 20, 21 people, and he's just bouncing around from room to room, pouring into them. And he's not acting as he's like, this expert in music. They're all a family and they're all bouncing out ideas off of them. I'm actually super jealous. I wish I was a creative like these people in here, than as amazing as they are. But I think just sitting here and letting the people here know that whenever it comes to anything, finances, UBS is there to help.
Nice. And what is it like offering these 20 people such a personal experience? I'm sure this is a moment that they're not going to forget at all.
Um, I think it's from what I can tell, it's something that's I think um I want to say a dream come true, but you get like-minded people in one room with someone who's been successful. You just see the eyes open up. You see the egos go out the door. So I do think this is a once in a lifetime opportunity that we're able to provide these people here in Nashville. And something that we want to continue to do, have these type of programs where we connect with the creatives, connect with our clients here at UBS in Nashville, and let them know that we want to have a lasting legacy with them, help them build that legacy and create lasting relationships, not legacy, but create lasting legacies that last a long period of time.
Nice. And is there anything in the future, anything like this in terms of this like event or working with Rico that we can look forward to from UBS?
Yeah, I think for sure. I think obviously you're going to see us. I mean, this is just one piece of the things that we do. We do lead by, having financial education is a big part of what we do at UBS, and making sure people understand the jargon that comes around their finances. And then also knowing that, Nashville is a big music hub. Creatives, you got singers, songwriters, executives. We want to make sure that we are the bank of choice when it comes to that industry.
Nice. And is there anything else about UBS about what you guys are doing that I might have not asked you that you really want to share and let people know?
No, I mean, I think as long as everyone knows that UBS is um, one of, if not the biggest wealth manager in the world. We manage trillions and trillions of dollars of assets with a T, and with that comes expertise, and experience and the resources to help anyone um, help achieve their goals, and then help maintain those goals and those lifestyles that they don't have to worry about when it comes to managing their wealth. So, if you understand that, then you understand who UBS is.
Nice. That's awesome. 'Cause especially being a creative sometimes you have the talent and the art and you need that help and direction, the business aspect.
Sure, because creatives at sometimes they don't wanna, like, deal with they don't wanna get in the weeds when it comes to their finances. They almost wanna delegate, and we understand that, but we do want our clients to be, intentional in their finances, and at the same time, we want them to, continue to be great at what they do, and, so we're trying to make sure that our clients have a great balance when it comes to that.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see what else you guys have in store. It sounds really cool.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you so much for talking to me. I really appreciate it. Hi, Rico. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Again, my name is Jalen Green and I'm with the Nocturnal. Congratulations on this mentorship session that you have going on. That's really cool. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
So Songcraft started actually with the We Love Music conference that I started in 2016. Um, I went to Indianapolis at the Black Expo, and I got about it was maybe 2,000 people, and they came and we did this seminar, and I taught songwriting for 2 days. And this is the lesson that I started called the Art of Song, where I broke down writing structures, different things that I've learned, and just technique, like real time, not the theory or not the concept, like real time, how these songs are put together. After the pandemic, I knew that I would have to consolidate it. So I created this thing called the Songcraft sessions, where instead of being in these huge auditoriums, we would go into studios and get 3 rooms, put 5 people, 5 to 7 people in each room, and they would write songs with me. As opposed to me telling them how to do things, they were able to be in real time and we all create songs together and put structure and formulate the ideas together. So that's what Songcraft is. I linked up with UBS Bank because Wale is a good friend of mine. He was like, yo, I love what you're doing. How can we be a part of this? So they sponsored the Nashville Songcraft session. And it's an opportunity for artists to come and create, but also not have to worry about the burden of paying for it. You know what I mean? It's an incredible philanthropic experience and opportunity for UBS, but also a chance to give back for me. And my goal ultimately was always to make this available for people for free. And I want to be able to go in the community and have brands and sponsors and banks and organizations cover the cost and make sure the kids are able to come and create.
That is awesome. I mean, what is it like? You have a high profile of people you worked with. What is
Mhm.
a session like with you when you work with these people?
Um, I think because of my resume, you would think that I'm some type of drill sergeant or something. I'm in here like, yo, I gotta, but it's really easy. I really just tap into the greatness. I'm only thing I'm really doing is pointing out to people what parts of them are great.
Nice.
Sometimes you're just messing around and you don't realize that that's the magic. So I recognize magic, and when I hear it, I'm like, "That's it. Do that again. Say that part. Let's redo this. Let's no go back to that. That's the idea." Because when you sometimes people are so great they don't know exactly what portions of them are the greatness. They're just doing anything, and it's just like, "Oh well, it's just natural for me." So for me as a producer, my goal is to make sure I pull out the exact greatness and to show them where their magic is. Now, when they leave and they create and they know where their sweet spot is, they're like, oh wow, I realize why this is great now, right? So there's one kid named Phil. He comes to a lot of my different songcraft around the world. This guy will book a flight and come everywhere to the songcraft. And wow, he's actually from Philadelphia too. It's crazy.
Mm.
So I know seriously. So he and the first session, he was pretty decent. The second time he came, I was like, this kid's getting better. By the third city, I was like, okay, he figured it out because he was able to come into the sessions, hone in on the part that he should improve on, and go home and practice it and work on it. When by the time he came to the Miami session, it was next level. By the time he came to the New York session last couple weeks ago, it was incredible. He'll be here tomorrow for my second day of the Nashville session, and I guarantee he's gonna be light years ahead of what he was when he started.
That's so cool. And I mean, I think that's really nice to give people the creative freedom and then you direct them on how to make them better, right?
Yes. Yeah,
necessarily what you're doing.
exactly. Yeah.
So I also wanted to ask, I grew up listening to most of your songs. Turn the Lights On, I hear it all the time, Beyonce, Ball with T.I., Rico, Turn the Lights On, all of that, absolutely love it. I feel like that is a staple of you.
Mhm.
How do you incorporate that to the people you're mentoring? Like how to make sure they know to stay memorable, I guess, something that they can keep in mind.
Yeah, I think Turn the Lights On was an easy way for me to kind of brand it. But I think when people listen to the songs I've written, they can recognize my voice in the song, right? So I think it's a unique style that I have. And if you were to play my catalog, you'd be like, okay, I see he's got a very distinct style. So much so that when people borrow from my style, it's like free advertisement for me because some songs that I didn't write, people be like, yeah, I know Rico wrote that because that's his style, which is like cool. I didn't write it, but cool. I'll take the work for it because people are, and I'm humbled that people, borrow from the style. But I think that that's the key takeaway. Not like, oh, I wanted them to create a moniker or come up with a tag catch line or a tag phrase. No, I want them to create a style of writing that's so unique and so distinct that even if they don't say anything before the beat or before the record, people recognize their voice and can hear their voice through the melody.
Nice. And throughout these sessions, you have special guests coming too, right? Can you
Yeah, yeah. Today we had Take Heath, we had Max Frost, we got Mams Taylor coming later, we got Jim Johnson coming. So, just making sure that creatives come in and see what's going on and that the people who are a part of it or in these rooms will be able to see greatness up close and mingle with them.
Nice. That's what I was gonna ask. They'll be able to work with them as well, or they're just kind of there, like just giving them.
Take Heath just while I'm really on the line with you, he just sent me 10 beats, literally. I'm not exaggerating. Take Heath.
That's cool.
So yeah, so
Casually.
they're gonna be able to create with Take Keith now.
And then what do you hope these 20 people that you're mentoring, what do you really hope they take away from a session with you?
I want them to just see how great they are. That's the goal. You can learn from me, and that's fine. I would love, but I really want you to tap into your own greatness and your own magic.
Nice. And is there anything, in particular that you're working on that we can expect in the future more from these sessions that you're doing?
I want to give everybody an opportunity to submit for a bunch of really cool projects I'm working on. Beyonce stuff. I want them to be able to participate and contribute to the Tiana Taylor stuff, to new K-pop bands that I've been working on. I want them to have the opportunity to be a part of those sessions and be in those rooms.
Nice. And I mean, the people you just named, it sounds like you're different genres, different people all over the place. So you're giving them exposure. It's not just like one thing that they're
Yeah,
like torn to, which is really
yeah,
cool.
exactly.
Yeah, this is awesome. I really appreciate you talking to me. Is there anything else about what you're doing that you really want to share with us that, maybe someone didn't ask you about that you want to just get out?
I just wanted to let everybody know that what UBS Bank is doing is something that I envisioned for a long time. I wanted to have sponsorship and I wanted to be able to make this available for people in the inner city. So I want to go to different communities that don't have songwriting programs in their schools, especially high schools. And I want to present the Songcraft as an opportunity to go in different markets and quarterly go and have these sessions in different communities and have students be able to earn the privilege of being in the Songcraft session. Certain grades, behavioral things. If people have behavioral issues, hey, if you don't have any issues or any problems throughout this quarter, you're able to participate in this type of thing free of charge. I want to be able to create that for our communities to make sure that people have incentive to be great and to, just behave themselves, for lack of better words.
That is awesome. I love the giving back that you're doing because even songwriting, I don't think people realize how hard that is to convey something. It makes sense. It sound good. Like that is truly a talent. That's something I'm always intrigued with because it's like, wow, it's like for people to be able to relate to something, it's like they know my entire situation. So to make that into a
It's,
song, it's always
it's
really
similar
cool.
to journalism, though, like what you guys do. When you guys write a story, you're saying something in a way that it's easy to say, hey, this guy walked across the street, he got hit by a truck. No. But when you write that in this as a journalist, it's like, how do I say this in a way that's like, whoa, the reader is like, this is intent. I was there. And I think that or a unique take on your description of an artist or the creative or an experience that you've had. It's the same thing. It's similar. It's just that we put melodies to ours.
Absolutely. It's really cool. Well, congrats again. Again, is there anything else you want to let us know? If not, I really appreciate you talking to me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.